Perfumery is an art form and it is completely subjective. And today I have 6 fragrances that are going to challenge all of you guys from the opening to the base notes. Open your mind and open your palate. So let's take a look at something a little bit different at the art of perfumery. Stay tuned. What is up, my fragrant people? Come on in and sit down, relax, take your shoes off. My name is Kerry and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about the art of perfumery. You love them or you hate them. And I want to see, are you guys willing to go the extra mile and to actually open your mind up and smell completely different from any man in the room? Let's take a look at these, starting with the number 6 fragrance. Now the first fragrance I'm going to present to you guys is one from a fragrance house that has approximately 2 fragrances for men right now for sale. The other fragrance is a unisex one. This one is made for men, described as masculine, free, and wild. Coming from the house of Zadig and Voltaire, this is him. This bottle is even artistic. Can we appreciate how they kind of cut it off and it kind of looks like a piece of art there, a piece of physical art that they've sculpted. I really like the completely black with white lettering. Very basic, very simple, but then you get to the edge and it's totally different from any other bottle you probably have in your collection. Now, when you first put this on, this is a spicy incense with grapefruit on that top note. And then it dries down with a vanilla and a sandalwood. And it will challenge you because with that incense, it creates a smoke here with the grapefruit that I normally don't get from other fragrances. This one, out of all of these, this one is the most mass appealing. A lot of fragrances use vanilla and sandalwood in the base, but not a lot of them have that smokiness coming through all the way through from the base to the top, and also with an added citrus as grapefruit up top. It's gonna challenge you. It's gonna challenge you other than just a top grapefruit, because that incense and smoke is in there. And when it dries down, you still have a little bit of smokiness. You have a little heaviness from it being so masculine, and that sandalwood makes it nice woody. So you get a nice woody, aromatic, spicy fragrance that a lot of people like and some people don't like. For me, I love this fragrance and I want to present it to you guys. If you have not tried it, get your nose on This Is Him. For my ladies out there, check out This Is Her. Very good. And they have the unisex This Is Us, and I love their names. So This Is Us smells really good. My ladies out there, try to get a hold of This Is Her. And then there's another one for women out there too. Check their website. Make great fragrances, guys. Niche quality, even though I think technically it's a designer. From Zadig and Voltaire, This Is Him. Up next is one of my favorite houses, based out of the UK, coming from the house of Aaron Terrence Hughes, Luna. Now I have the original formulation of Luna, and I have the 10 ml bottle of it because guess what? I got this when it first came out, I guess a couple years ago, and I have not even used 5 mils of it. That is how strong Aaron's fragrances are. This is a beautiful, clean Rose Absolute up top, a real Rose Absolute. And at the bottom, 5% oud. I only spray on about 3 or 4 sprays of this when I use it, but this rose, guys, will challenge you. It is not as challenging as the other rose I have in this lineup, but this one will challenge what you believe to be masculine versus feminine. This brings me tremendous compliments, like all of Aaron's fragrances that I have. But Luna is sweet, a sweet rose, but it's not super jammy and it's not overly sweet. And the mid in here turns into almost like a cotton candy. The rose combines with that vanilla and goes down into a oud with almost a candy vibe to it. But man, so great. It will challenge you on what you believe to be unisex. Beautiful fragrance. Women love this on me, guys. If you haven't gotten your nose on Luna, if you can't get the original formulation, check out the new one because he does great work and he is an artist to his craft. So check out Luna if you guys can. Beautiful fragrance if you love rose and you love oud. Check it out. Now next up, guys, is a house that simply describes itself as art and chemistry. I love it. From the house of eccentric molecules, it's Molecule 01. Why, you may ask, would Molecule 01, that's just ISO E Super, be considered art? Well, It is. When it came out in 2006, this took the fragrance world by storm. A lot of people didn't get a hold of it at first. We didn't understand why a large molecule and by itself. What? There's nothing else added in this? Nah, simply ISO E Super. They broke it down, have just ISO E Super in this fragrance, and you can spray it in the air, and guess what? You can probably not smell anything. I can smell it. It is loud to me, and it changes on different people, but ISO E Super Molecule 01 to me is so simplistic. That's why it's so artistic, because it's simple and it's complex at the same time. You can spray this on your buddy and spray this on yourself, and you guys are probably gonna smell different. It brings out your natural body chemistry, yet and still it gives a fragrance that's sprayed on top of it a little bit more performance and a little woody touch from the ISO E Super. The Molecule 01 with ISO E Super by itself will challenge you. It will challenge you on what you believe a fragrance is, and it will give you a little artistic flair to your collection. Check it out if you haven't already, the ever popular now, Molecule 01. Now next up is a house that I'm excited to present to you guys. This house claims that their products actually are developed slowly and by hand, and they actually have a soul. I love it. Artistry at its best. Coming from the house of Acqua di Parma, Sandolo, the EDP. Bergamot and petitgrain, which is key, with the lemon and orange up top. Now this dries down with a cardamom and a lavender, and the lavender is really strong to me. I don't get a lot of cardamom, but that lavender is strong, guys. And it dries down to an ambery sandalwood, a creamy sandalwood mixed with the amber. It's good for late winter when it starts to warm up a little bit, going into spring, because to me it's a creamy citrus petitgrain. If you don't like petitgrain and you don't like lavender, stay away. Creamy sandalwood with a little ambery touch to the dry down, but the opening will catch you off guard. If you're not ready for a petitgrain mixed in with some citruses of the bergamot and the lemon up top, and then that lavender kicks in with the smoothness of that lavender, it is going to set your nose off. Once you're able to open your mind up, free your mind a little bit, you enjoy the artistry coming from Acqua di Parma, and this one is one of the ones that I think that they do best. Check it out if you can, a creamy citrus. Acqua di Parma, Sandolo. This next house is known as the Gift of Kings. Pure artistry in a bottle, coming from the house of Amouage, Lyric Man. With a heart of rose, or some may say a heart of gold, cleaned up with a beautiful musk, frankincense, and bergamot up top. Piney, fresh, clean, super powdery, rose drying down to an awesome vanilla added fragrance that is just, to me, blows me away. And guess what it's gonna do for you? Lyric Man is going to challenge you guys. Not just at the opening, not just at the mid with that powdery rose, not just at the bottom where it's fresh, it smells like you're fresh out of a bathtub that was full of rose petals and baby powder and all kind of green stuff in there. This fragrance is going to challenge you guys. This is pure artistry from the bottle, from the presentation, all the way to when you finally wash it off. It lasts forever. Beast mode performance. To me, it challenges you, and it will challenge the person that is smelling you. You need to open your mind up. You need to be experienced in fragrances, and you need to have an open palette. This is not Dior Sauvage. This is the antithesis to Dior Sauvage from the house of Amouage. Take a look at Lyric Man if you can. Now next up is an exciting house who claims to have encompassed the absolute and a spot of perfume, coming from the house of Tiziano Terenzi. It's Ursa. You talk about a piece of art. You have to first start with the bottle. The bottle cap is a piece of art. It's heavy and it's quality. But let's talk about the notes. This opens up with a very strong dried fruit and patchouli to me. The patchouli is listed, Tiziano Terenzi lists the patchouli in the heart. But I'm a patchouli lover, and I get patchouli really strong even within the first 5 minutes of putting this on. Maybe that's the heart that I'm getting, but patchouli is not just isolated to the heart to me. My nose picks up patchouli really quickly, and this is a strong quality patchouli in Ursa. As it dries down, you're gonna get a leather and a oud, and the leather sticks around to me until this fragrance is completely gone. If you love Middle Eastern fragrances, if you love those pure pieces of artwork that are art from the bottle, all the way to the juice, all the way to the compliments that you get, to me, I love this fragrance because this is the most challenging out of all the fragrances that I'm presenting here to you guys. And I dare to say this might be one of the most challenging fragrances that I currently have in my collection. One of the most challenging. Beautiful fragrance, I love it. This is next level. This is for the pro, this is not for the noob. This is not something that you're just gonna spray on and just run out and just think that you're gonna get a whole busload of compliments. People will love this on you, but you have to be around the right people. You have to be dressed the right way, and you have to have the right personality on this. This is Middle Eastern fragrance, guys. I just can't get enough of it. The patchouli is just, the patchouli and nutmeg combination is just something that I have not had except for this fragrance. And if you've had Ursa, let me know. Do you love it? Put it down in the comment section. I know a lot of guys that have been in the fragrances for a long time. They love Ursa. Some people wear Cure K and all the other ones, which are great. I love the house completely as a whole, but Ursa is what does it for me. This is a beautiful fragrance to have to get you to that next level, the art of perfumery. Check it out. So the art of perfumery and collecting in this hobby, guys, is opening your mind, being subjective. Make a judgment on a fragrance. You like it or you don't like it. You're not gonna like everything just because you're saying it's art. There's going to be pieces of art that you don't like. There's going to be perfumery. There's going to be fragrances that you're like, keep that away from me. Let me know in the comment section. Do you guys have any of these fragrances? Which ones do you like, love? Which ones do you hate? Don't hold back. If you do not like them, let me know what you don't like or what you would replace these with. Either way, I love all of you guys, and thank you so much for watching my videos. I feel all the love, and I'm giving it all back to you guys. Until the next video, keep smelling good.